Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome to the Hangin With Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thanks for logging on and tuning in. If you haven't done it yet, shame on you. Subscribe. Come back over and over and over again and see some of these fantastic. We've got artists, authors, filmmakers, actors, community theater performers. We've got it all on the Hangin With Web Show. And we are here at Surfside Playhouse in Cocoa Beach, Florida for the production of South Pacific. And we're hanging with Rod Hagen.
How you doing,
Rod?
All right,
good
great.
To,
Thank
good
you
to talk to you.
for being here.
Rod is playing Commander Harbison in South Pacific.
That's correct.
All right, so let's start there.
Okay.
So you came in, you auditioned, you said, "This is my guy," or you auditioned and they said, "This is your guy."
Yeah, it was more their decision to cast me, yes. And I have worked with Brian, our director, before, Brian Bergeron, and I trust his judgment on that. I think his selection was very well.
Awesome. Are you having fun with the character?
I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Are you?
So, and I hear you might be staying tonight, so you'll see how much fun we have.
South Pacific is one of my favorite shows.
Very good.
It really is. I grew up later than the kind of the Broadway era, but in old movies were kind of my mom's thing.
Right.
So every Rodgers and Hammerstein musical was. For those of you who don't know this, there was this thing called VHS tapes a long time ago, and we had them all in a line, and that was kind of our Saturday thing. My mom and I would watch the Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals. So performing in community theater, it's a passion. It is for so many people. What draws you to community theater?
Ooh, I can't say that there's one specific thing. I'll say my oldest daughter got me back into it many years ago, more than a decade ago. Got me back into it after it was something I was interested in when I was younger. But I enjoy it very much. I don't have a whole lot of spare time, so I'm not able to do it year-round and get into a whole lot of shows, but I try to do a show a year.
Awesome.
You probably lead up to what I do in the real world, because
that was actually the next question. Really.
It kind of plays into that a little bit, because
so
I'm a mechanical engineer, work with Lockheed Martin Space Systems.
Wow.
So I think that working in the theater keeps the other half of my brain active.
Absolutely.
So that's
I was
kind of where I'm going with that.
Earlier we were talking to one of the other actors, and we were talking about who had come from New York and the stage, and we talked about welcome to the Space Coast. How are we doing in theater? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the Space Coast. This is where if you're going to go to space, you have to come to us first. And so, is it difficult to kind of turn that half of your brain off at nighttime and come in here and do theater?
No, it's not actually. It's refreshing.
Is it?
It is. It is. To keep the brain active like that, I think it's very refreshing.
Well,
so I enjoy it.
A lot of folks would say that your day job is kind of almost fantasy nowadays anyway. We're getting closer and closer to getting back up there. But,
there you go. There you go.
But so coming in here and doing the musical, and then going back up there and trying to get that a reality again too.
Right.
So that's amazing. So South Pacific. Let's talk about the show South Pacific.
Okay.
What have you enjoyed most about doing South Pacific?
Wow, the incredible talent that we have in this particular show that came together in a very short period of time.
When did rehearsal start for this show?
Our rehearsal started approximately 6 weeks before opening.
Oh wow!
So
So really, that is a short period of time to put it all together.
It is. I mean, keeping in mind that all of these people have real jobs also.
Yeah.
That's a very short time to put it together. But it really did come together very quickly, and very proud of all the cast.
You bring all those people from, we just talked to the prop master, and you bring props and set designs and actors and directors and all volunteers, all brought together for this production, all from their real life. You have a unique working environment to put on a show. Yeah. What would you say is your most memorable moment putting this show together with the team so far?
For this particular moment, it's interesting that the actor that we have that plays Phyllis, who kind of the comic relief, but one of the stars of the show, Rhett, he's very talented. On stage, I'm his nemesis and vice versa. Yeah, I'm the one that's always trying to get him thrown in the brig. From the very beginning of the show. So for that to be so counterintuitive to he's a nice guy,
Just
and offstage we
backstage
get
where
along.
it's just
Right,
great,
right,
yeah.
we get along. So as soon as the show's over and we're into curtain call, if you will,
Now
we're
what-
back on the
There's
character's
so
done.
many things to do in community theater. There's building this stuff. This is a fantastic set.
Right.
There's the tech work that happens back there. What drew you to acting? It would seem to be very, very, very counter to your day job.
Right.
So what drew you to acting?
I'm not one that's ever been afraid of public speaking, the normal phobia of most of Americans, if you will.
Uh-huh.
It's never been an issue for me, so I like,
Yeah, I'm
to,
a
I
big
like to
shy
sing as
myself.
well. I like to sing as well, so
Really?
yeah. My standard line for people is I'll sing karaoke sober, so bring it on. Right?
See, that's a rare gift to be able to sing karaoke sober. Also, not many places to do that at. Most places you walk into, you're intoxicated from the smell. Okay, what's your favorite song in this show?
Oh, my favorite song on this show. Well, the only particular song that I'm in this show, so it's nothing like a dame or group number with the guys.
Absolutely.
So certainly that falls into one of my favorites. Chris, you'll see on the stage, and I, at the very end of the song, most of the show, oddly enough, and most show music is relatively easy as far as music is concerned, most show. And certainly Rodgers and Hammerstein music is relatively easy to learn. Not too many harmony breaks in it, but that one ends in a nice harmony chord that you'll hear. And one particular character and I are the ones hitting the high note at the end of it, and we have a lot of fun with that. So.
And you didn't see that coming, did you? Look at that. See that? Hitting the high.
We're the
All
two
right.
biggest guys on the
So,
stage, and we're the ones hitting the high note at the end.
We are
so
a
you'll hear
social
it.
media show. It's all about hanging out and getting to know you as a guy.
Yep.
So we went to the internet. We grabbed just random questions, personality questions, whatever popped up,
Okay.
and they don't show them to me beforehand. So,
You're
now
showing
I've-
them to me now, and I'm just kind of laughing as a nut. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead, but I'll let you do it. Do
There you
your
go.
job, though.
Well, that's right. I see. Nobody wants to get me fired. I own this show. That's embarrassing. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
I'm going to give you the standard engineer answer on that one, and the first wish would be to wish for more wishes. So, I mean, that kind of falls right back into the thing that's not fair.
It's a mathematical cheat.
Right.
That's what that does.
Right.
It's
So-
just, yeah. Now
I
we have-
cheated on that one, sorry.
You got infinite wishes. I don't know. What do you wish for? You tell us out there on the World Wide Web. Okay. So, favorite thing you've ever bought for yourself?
And I saw that come in and tried to give it at least 30 seconds
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thought
because
here, and
we-
didn't
we-
really
we-
come up with anything,
no.
but in conversation.
You can
go-
tell a lot about a person
Yeah.
by their stuff.
Right.
You look around a guy's house and you go, oh, he likes this, he likes boating, he likes fishing, he likes this. Favorite thing that you've got for yourself? What'd you?
So
what
I don't have a whole lot. I live in a condo, and I don't have a whole lot of space. I don't have a whole lot of toys in that respect. But if I think back, favorite thing ever bought for myself, and it actually came up in a conversation I had with someone yesterday, probably my first car.
Your first car. What
which-
kind of car?
It was a 1972 Mercury Montego.
1972.
Green,
Mercury.
looked like a tank.
Looked like a tank.
And I had a conversation that while I was in college, the transmission went out in it. It didn't have reverse anymore. And I drove it for about a year without reverse, but I'm a Gator, went to the University of Florida. There's enough hills there that you look for a parking space, you make sure it's on a hill. So you're either backing in down the hill or you're backing out down the hill. And I was able to succeed without getting in too much trouble with that for a year.
Ladies and gentlemen on the World Wide Web, that is a life hack. When you're a college student and the tranny goes, just find a way
Park
to
on a
coast
hill.
out. That's right, park on a hill. So we know you're a talented engineer. We know you're a talented actor, and we're going to know even more after tonight. What's your hidden talent?
Hidden talent.
Yeah, what? Yeah. We know you'll sing karaoke sober.
I don't hide too many talents
hide
because I
too
put them
many
out there.
That's it?
One time when they asked me that here, and there's one other person in the cast can do this, and you're going to make me do it if I say it, so I'm sorry about this. But I'll explain the story because I saw James Gardner, who used to play Jim Rockford.
Yes.
I saw him do it one time on Laugh-In. I'm exposing how old I am right now. He crossed his eyes
Thanks
one
for
at a
that.
time.
See, the gray and the beard
That's
already
all right.
did
Hey.
it. Now they're going to know.
So he crossed his eyes one at a time, and I said, hey, I think I could do that, and I did. So I realized at that point that I had somewhat control over independent eye movement. Yeah, I figured
That's
you might.
yours.
I figured you might.
That's yours.
So I can have fun with the doctor. When the doctor does the whole follow my finger, he can start over here, and I can do that, and then that, and I can follow his finger around like that, and do weird things
Wow.
like that. So
That, didn't see that coming.
see, you didn't see that because I did that.
I didn't see that coming.
So.
Wow.
Is that really a talent? I don't know. If somebody can get on laughing doing that, we're good.
You know, people all the time ask me why we came up with the show, and I said, you know, today's talk show audiences, it's you know, whether it's Jimmy Kimmel, whether it's Conan O'Brien, you know, whoever it is, today's talk show talks to people who've already made it.
Right.
They've already been there. They've already done that. They're huge. They draw massive audiences because their guests are famous. I tell them I don't want to be Johnny Carson. I don't want to be one of the new guys. I want to be Ed Sullivan. I want to talk to guys before.
Right.
You know, Elvis Presley wasn't Elvis Presley when he went on Ed Sullivan. It wasn't until after that. So we love seeing those hidden talents, those weird, wonderful, awkward things. And the World Wide Web has seen it now, too. So your Facebook's going to fill up tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I'm not there, so
I'll
spare you.
So as we wrap it up, folks, our special thanks once again to Something Unique Magazine, Space Coast Comics, Wordfire Press, the Florida Book News, Historical Miniature Gaming Society South, and our great, great friends over at Famous Faces and Funnies for sharing these videos all over the World Wide Web, helping to share some fantastic artists and creators of all kinds, from community theater to Comic-Cons, wherever you're going. The Hangin With Web Show is your place to find fantastic creative people. I'm GW Pomichter. We've been hanging with Rod Hagen playing Commander Harbison in South Pacific at the Surfside Playhouse in Cocoa Beach. It's running until March 19th, folks, so in the next couple days, see these videos, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and go to the Playhouse and check out South Pacific. Remember, subscribe here, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next. Thanks so much, Rod.
Thank you.
Really
Enjoy the show.
Thank you.